What burns calories faster than jogging? What's easier than cycling? What's the #1 fitness exercise in the world? Hour a week is all it takes to strengthen and firm all major muscle groups. Energy, weight loss, superior toning of chest, arms and back, calves, thighs, and buttocks. The smooth, fluid gliding action means there's none of jogging shocks or injuries. And unlike exercise bikes or jogging, all of your muscles get an efficient workout. Notice the quality construction of the sturdy metal frame. This handsome unit folds down quickly for easy storage. Other ski simulators give your wallet a workout because they cost as much as $500. But Easy Glider is just $59.95, and your satisfaction is absolutely guaranteed. Finally, the benefits of cross-country skiing are in easy reach with Easy Glider. Grab the bargain. Call toll-free now.
To order your Easy Glider, call 1-800-752-6800. That's 1-800-752-6800. Use your credit card to avoid COD charges or send check or money order for $59.95 plus $9 shipping and handling to Easy Glider, Box 901, St. Cloud, Minnesota, 56302. That's Easy Glider, Box 901, St. Cloud, Minnesota, 56302. But for fastest service, call 1-800-752-6800.
Yeah, but why didn't you believe me? Why didn't the policeman believe me? It happened, honest, Aunt Lily. There was this flying saucer and...
Of course I believe you, dear. Now, up to bed with you. Take off your slippers. Okay. Now, under the covers. All right, sleep tight. Night, darling.
She doesn't believe me.
Yeah? Okay. Okay, fine. Call me back, huh?
Hey, Mac, take a look at this.
Quinnell, I have to run this paper. I don't have time to read it, too.
Well, take some time out and read it.
Okay. So Nationwide Press reports that the Air Force sighted one of those UFOs. So what?
9 o'clock tonight, right? Now, read my story.
Oh, the one about the kid who said he took a ride on a flying saucer? Well, yours was much better written, but a Pulitzer Prize novel it's not.
Mac, don't you get it? The kid said he was flying at the same time the UFO was sighted.
Oh, now, steady, boy. Are you suggesting that this kid is a midget Martian?
No, I'm not.
And what are you saying?
I don't know what I'm saying. I mean, I don't know what I'm saying yet.
You've been hanging around Kelly's bar with the boys?
I don't drink.
Okay. So you're shell-shocked from the peanuts.
Funny. Boy, that's really funny. There's something very strange going on here. Not me, but I'm going to check it out.
Okay, but stay away from those peanuts and the potato chips.
Oh! Excuse me.
Martin, you were right. They didn't believe the kid. Listen to this. Runaway claims he's been around. Last night, little Peter Pendleton of 723 Green Street, a 6-year-old runaway, picked up by the police, reported having circled the earth in a flying saucer. Police suspect Peter had one too many root beers.
Rather poor taste journalism, I'd say. Did you move the gravitator?
You mean the, No. As a matter of fact, you put it right in there, remember? The kid. Uncle Martin. Uncle Martin, if he shows that to the reporter...
Obviously, he had it in his pocket and forgot about it. However, if he should activate it...
You mean, right to the ceiling?
If anybody else discovers it, they would most assuredly believe the whole story. I've got to get to that boy and somehow get that gravitator back.
Well, Uncle Martin, for you, that'll be as easy as taking candy from a baby.
Tim, your knowledge of child psychology is sorely wanting. Obviously, you've never tried to take candy from a baby. Perhaps you'd better let me have your press card, since you're supposed to be my assistant.
Yeah.
Just a moment.
What's the matter?
Oh, I just love to join you girls, but I wouldn't think of leaving my nephew for an hour unless I found a very reliable, you-know-what.
A babysitter.
Anyway, I don't know if I can get one at this late date, but I'll try. Bye.
I believe there might be a more effective way to do this thing.
What are you doing?
I've got to cut in on that woman's telephone call.
Without a telephone?
If I can set up a vibration void in an induction energy field and introduce an electromagnetic counterbalance, yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Boy, someone should have told Alexander Graham Bell about that.
I did. Oh, Harris Babysitting Service. Good afternoon.
O'Hara's? Strange. I thought I was calling Zaleski's. Oh, well.
I understand, madam. Well, now, by sheer coincidence, I happen to be talking to you on my car telephone. So it shouldn't take me too long to get there. Oh, you're quite welcome. Goodbye.
Some call. Look, if you can do that, how come I had such a big phone bill last month?
Don't be facetious. Sarcasm is not a substitute for wit. You stay out of sight. O'Hara's Babysitting Service. Mrs. Hadway?
Miss Hadway, won't you come in, please? I'm Peter's aunt. His parents are on vacation, and I'm staying with him, but I have to go out for a little while.
Well, don't you worry, madam. We at O'Hara's are expert at taking care of children. We play checkers, we play games, we tell stories, and we're expert at removing chewing gum from hair.
That's a comforting thought. Peter! Peter, this is Mr. O'Hara. He's going to stay with you while I go out for a little while.
How do you do, Peter?
Hello.
Well, I better be going. Goodbye, Peter. Goodbye, Mr. O'Hara. I won't be away too long.
Oh, take your time.
Want to see my room?
Oh, yes, yes, yes. Well, let's figure out a good game to play.
Not room cleaning up.
Of course not. Let's play, spaceships. You know anything about spaceships?
Sure. I took a ride in one.
Oh, very exciting. I wish I could.
Don't. Nobody will believe it.
Well, perhaps if you were able to show them something to prove it.
Hey, I can show you something. Something I picked up in the flying saucer.
Say, I'd like to see that.
Guy, everything's all mixed up. I ain't straightened up my room.
Did you say straightened up? Well, you certainly have a beautiful collection.
My mommy calls it junk.
Your mother is very discerning.
Oh, it's that man from the newspaper who asked me the questions last night. If I find that thing this time, he'll believe me.
Yes, yes, I expect he would. Little Peter is forgetting all about the Martian ship. Soon he will remember nothing of his supersonic trip. You keep looking. I'll answer the door.
Okay. What are we looking for?
I thought you wanted to show me something.
Did I?
Guess I was mistaken. Coming! Keep looking.
Hello. I'm Grinnell from the Daily Star. I wonder if I could have a word with Peter.
Well, I'm the babysitter. What was it in reference to?
Well, it's like this. Naturally, I didn't believe his story, but the wire services reported a UFO being tracked circling the Earth last night about 9:20. That's just about the time the boy took his little trip around, so I thought I'd like to check it out again.
Well, I doubt if there's any connection because the boy does have a flair for fantasy, but if you would care to talk to him. Peter!
Hi, Peter. I wonder if we could talk about the story we discussed last night.
What story?
About the flying saucer.
What flying saucer?
About the flying saucer you said you took a trip around the world in. Don't you remember?
I guess he doesn't. He takes so many trips. Yesterday, it was into space. Today, on an elephant in the Congo. He has such a vivid imagination.
Well, I just thought I'd like to check it out again. I'm certainly sorry to have bothered you.
Not at all. Good day.
Good day.
Good day.
Good day.
Hello.
Hello.
Do you want to see Peter again?
No, thank you. I just talked to him.
Oh, fine.
Thank you. Vera. O'Hara? And the babysitter?
Yeah, I know what you mean, Uncle Martin. When they haul out the peach pistachio, it's time to turn around and walk the other way.
Yeah, but that gravitator's in there, and I've got to go back. Well, this is one of those occasions, I suppose, when a Martian's best friend is his invisibility. Now, if you'll just drop me by the boy's house.
Hey, Uncle Martin, I got a great idea. Why don't you drive this time?
Jim, this is no time for levity.
You be a good boy and drink all your milk, and then you can have some ice cream.
Fudge?
Vanilla.
I like fudge.
Well, I'll get you some fudge tomorrow. I said. I want you to go in and get ready for bed right now. You know your mother says you were to be in bed by 8 o'clock. And brush your teeth first.
Oh, no.
Peter, I told you to go to bed. Now I'm coming in there this minute.
Miss Headway, I saw O'Hara of the Sun drive away with your babysitter. Now, I don't want to be a pest or anything, but there's something strange going on.
Well, hello, Peter.
Hello?
And, what have you got here?
It makes me fly, but I think it's broke.
No. May I see it?
I was flying all right,
Of course you were, but are you sure it was this that made you fly?
wasn't it?
You know what you did? You discovered the secret of the Make-Believe Club. All little boys and girls want to fly, and if they can make believe hard enough, they really do. Like the children in Peter Pan.
I don't believe that Peter Pan stuff.
All right, I'll show you. Now, close your eyes, tight, and hold out. Now, turn around. Hold out your arms and make believe with all your might that you can fly.
Last night, Peter knew all about that saucer thing, and today he doesn't remember anything. I'd like to talk to him again.
Oh, I'm afraid it's his bedtime.
Hey, I'm flying!
Why, he's still awake, can't you hear him? He's even flying.
Well, he'd better stop that flying, because if I have to come in there...
Guy, was that just make-believe?
What do you think?
It sure felt real.
When you make believe you're a cowboy or an Indian, doesn't it feel real?
I'd rather fly.
Well, now that you're in the Make-Believe Club, if you want to fly, you've got to follow the flyer's rules.
What rule?
Oh, there are lots of rules. First of all, every morning you've got to clean up your room.
Forget the whole thing. I'll pretend I'm a cowboy instead.
little Peter is forgetting that he sees me standing here. Nothing will remind him of me once I make me disappear.
Now, young man, I told you. We'll come back tomorrow.
Okay, lady, thanks a lot.
Now, I told you to come back tomorrow.
Look, lady, I smell a story, and I'd like to talk to Peter.
All right.
Thank you. Hiya, Pete. Hey, Pete. I thought you were flying.
Huh?
You know, like in a spaceship, like last night. Hey, Pete, you can level with me. Where'd you get the idea that you could fly?
I'm in the Make-Believe Club.
The Make-Believe Club?
Sure, you can be anything you want, but they got tough rules for flyers. So I decided to be a cowboy.
Make-Believe Club. Okay, Pete.
Pow! You're dead.
Yeah, so's my story. Well, you can't win them all. I figured I had some kind of a way-out story here, but instead it's just a kid with a lot of imagination. Well, there's nothing unusual going on around here.
Tim. Tim, would you please hand me my semiconductor bar?
Just a minute, Uncle Martin.
Tim, that gravitator's not a toy. Will you please stop fooling with it?
I'm not fooling with it, Uncle Martin. I needed it.
Would you mind telling me what for?
To change this light bulb. Hey, you know, if we could mass produce these things, we could replace the stepladder.
A wonderful idea. And at the cost of the materials here on Earth, they could sell for only $7,345,000 each.
345.
Who's home?
Nobody here but us. Red-hot reporters.
I had a marvelous time at the flower show, Tim. You have some highly interesting plant life progressing here on Earth. I remember the first time I was down here, how disappointed I was in your lack of hibiscus luster.
Yeah, well, I'll be with you in just a second, Uncle Martin, as soon as I finish this page. How did you...
Mind reading. Instant typing. Simple. How do you like our new plant light?
Oh, well, it's great. It sort of dresses up the room. But listen, I can't get over what you just did.
Child's play. A Martian child, that is.
Yeah. Well, you see, I'm doing these articles on the study of ESP out at the university, and, well, you could be sort of a big help to me. I mean, besides being long and involved articles, it's an area that I'm not sure I fully understand.
Dig for it, Tim. I enjoy helping you when it's an aid to your education. But to shortcut, to circumvent, oh, dig for it.
Well, yeah, but look, you mind read, and this is ESP, and, well, I'm not trying to duck out or anything. It's just that, well, I thought maybe you could give me a special slant.
Yes. Yes, I could.
Oh, come on now, Uncle Martin, I'm serious.
I'm Uncle Martin. Tim, you just said to me that you're involved in an area you're not sure you understand. I agree. Especially when you lump ESP and mind reading together. They are not one and the same.
Must I stay in this position?
Yes. Perhaps my wisdoms will reach further into you if I keep you on the bias, huh?
Uncle Martin, will you please just let me go? Look, if you do, I will admit that I'm cutting corners and I should work harder if you'll just let me go. Oh, fine. Thanks. Now tell me, where did I make my mistake? I mean, why isn't ESP mind reading?
ESP stands for extrasensory perception, but it is only a perception. It is not a reading.
Well, do you have ESP?
Me? Don't be silly. Only Earth people have extrasensory perception. I have sensory perception. In a Martian, it's part of the package. And if you bring that Professor Hammerschlag home tomorrow, I'm going to be in a lot of trouble.
How did you know Professor Hammerschlag was coming here?
Mind reading.
Oh, yeah. Well, you see, it's my day off and it's the end of these articles, and, well, on Sunday, he's doing me a favor.
Do me a favor, and yourself. Don't bring him here. Don't dare bring him here. If his ESP clashes with my plain old SP, you're going to hear the wildest sounds of a big wind racing through a junkyard. Do you think that plant's big enough?
Well, yeah, I don't know.
Could be a little bigger. Instant growth. I wish I could do that with you, Tim.
Oh, thanks, Uncle Martin. Hey! Instant growth. Tricky finger. I'm not sure that this is really the place for an interview, Professor. I thought maybe a coffee shop would...
Now, but nonsense, Tim, nonsense. Your original idea of doing the last part of the interview right here in the apartment is the best one. You know, for us to establish a rapport is the most important thing, to be in comfortable surroundings. And since you're comfortable here, you make me comfortable here.
Oh.
Yes, and this way, I assure you, this way I can give you a fine last interview. Have you any cottage cheese?
Cottage cheese, of course, not having. Well, that's why I thought it might be much better in a coffee shop. Perhaps a restaurant.
No, Tim, it's not that important. The cottage cheese is not important. Everything's a fetish of mine. But I have a feeling you have it in the icebox on the second shelf.
Yeah. The icebox. The second shelf. Well, yeah, I'll take a look.
Well, I'll go with you.
Oh, that's all right. I don't really need any help. I can do it by myself.
Oh, Timken, this is your apartment, yet I have a strange feeling of discomfort.
Oh?
Discomfort.
Oh, yeah. Well, just think of the cottage cheese.
The cottage cheese on the second shelf behind the bucket.
Just run in here.
Uh-huh, cottage cheese. Yes, just as I meant. Right on the second shelf.
Yes, just behind the butter.
Yeah, just behind the butter. And the spoons are right here. See?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Professor, listen, I've got to be honest with you. Well, I'm not really prepared for this session. You see, I've sort of fallen behind on my writing of the articles.
So that's why you're so uncomfortable?
Yes, you see, I feel that I should polish up on our last meeting before we begin on this one.
What an interesting plan.
Yeah?
What is it?
Well, I'm not quite sure. It's new. My uncle...
No, it's funny. It happened again.
What happened again?
Your uncle. Whenever you mention your uncle, my psyche goes ping.
Ping?
Ping. And then it goes again. Ping.
Ping?
Oh, what was that?
Well, I don't know. I'm not sure. He looked familiar.
Was your uncle?
Yes, I told you he looked familiar.
That's funny. I didn't feel what I should have felt.
Oh, Professor, look, why don't you just sit down and eat your cottage cheese? Now, I'll just go and make sure he's all right.
Timkin, please tell him I want to meet him. Hmm? You know, he might be a potential ESPer. Yes? Hmm. This used to belong to an old lady who has 2 cats.
Well, I told you not to bring him home.
Well, I know, Uncle Martin, but I told you I couldn't help it. Why don't you just tell me what to do?
Well, you go inside and keep him busy. I'm going to have to levitate some foodstuffs from the kitchen behind his back.
What?
Professor Hammerschlag's extrasensory perception and my sensory perception cannot meet. Remember? I told you that.
You know, I'm sort of getting sick and tired that I ever started writing these articles on ESP. Why don't you just disappear?
Because his perception would still perceive me. Now, just make sure you keep him busy. I have to make a whole kind of Martian mix in here to get rid of my sensory perception.
You can get rid of it?
For a while. The trick is to hide it in a safe place. Now, make sure you keep him busy and keep his back to the bedroom doorway.
cards on your desk. I hope you wouldn't mind.
No.
How's your uncle? Is he going to join us soon?
Oh, yes, he's taking a bath.
How?
Always when company comes. He's a very clean man.
Oh, Timothy, have you ever seen card perception? Oh, listen, this will be wonderful for your article.
Hmm? Oh, well, how does it work?
Well, sit down, please.
All right. Would you mind sitting over here, please?
No, please. Yes. Why?
Well, it's just a habit I got into a long time ago, playing cards. I like to sit with my back against the wall.
Oh, Timothy, this is very good for your perception. You don't have to wonder what's going on behind your back. You know.
You do?
Timothy, take 3 cards. Ace of spades, 9 of diamonds, jack of clubs. Hmm?
That's great.
Take another 3 cards. Oh, Timken, this cottage cheese, if you are going to mention that in one of your articles, please make sure that everybody understands I am not endorsing it. See, obviously this is some kind of fetish on my part, but I have a feeling that the high protein contents in this heightens my perception. Now, for instance, this is 4 of hearts, 9 of clubs, and a king of spades, right?
Hello there. Oh, I'm sorry. Am I interrupting something?
Well, yes, Mrs. Brown. I was working with Professor Hammerschlag.
Professor Hammerschlag?
Yes.
The man in the articles you've been writing? Oh, Professor, I am so excited to meet you. You know, I've been reading all of Tim's articles, and you know what? I have ESP.
You do?
Yes. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, what were you doing? Playing cards? Oh, do it with me. Pardon me, Tim. I'm sure whatever it is I have to do, I can do it because I have it. I'm Laura Lee Brown, Tim's landlady.
Laura Brown, yes.
Oh, I'm so excited. Come on, deal the cards.
Mrs. Brown, we don't deal the cards. I give 3 cards, and you tell me what they are.
Oh, and how do I do that?
How you do? Mrs. Brown, you feel it. Feel it.
Oh, all righty. Oh, come on, give me the cards. I'm feeling it. Oh, I'm feeling it.
You can't just go floating things around the room like that. What are you doing?
I'm unloading my sensory perception in there. Watch.
What's it doing?
Perceiving. It has my perception, and it's perceiving.
Now, wait a minute. You're keeping your perception in there?
Yes. The soil has been treated by this hastily brewed Martian mix. I whipped it up with your foodstuffs from the kitchen.
You forget that Professor Hammerschlag admired the plan. Now, he's going to get suspicious if we don't return it.
Let's not worry about it. Now, we go inside and act as calm as possible.
We do.
Now. Let's have none of that.
But I was sure I had it.
Mrs. Brown, lots of people think they have it, but they don't have it. Now, don't feel bad about it. But I think, I think he has it.
Who?
This boy's uncle. You know, that's why I'm here. I mean, besides the articles, you know. I have a strange feeling about him.
Oh, strange feeling about Uncle Martin? Oh, why, he's the unoddest person I've ever met. Why, he's as plain as apple pie.
Apple pie? Is that really me, Mrs. Brown?
Uncle Martin, this is Professor Hammerschlag. He's been wanting to meet you.
Hello.
How do you do? Tim has told me so much about you, plus what I've read in his articles.
Thank you. You know, I have these odd impulses about you. Actually, they're not your fault, you know. This is the first time I meet you. But whenever your nephew, Timken, mentions your name or talks about you, ping, ping.
Well, I don't know anything about ESP, isn't it? But if these strange impulses that are coming from my nephew's conversation... what is it, Tim? Is my jacket crooked?
I think your plant needs water. Oh, I am so disappointed, Professor. I really thought I had ESP. Why, every time it rains, I can feel it in my joints.
That's physical and not sensory.
Oh. Well, isn't it possible to have sensory joints? Oh, wait, here, try me once more, please. 9 of diamonds, ace of clubs.
Who was that?
9 of diamonds, ace of clubs.
Yes, yes, yes.
4 of hearts.
Yes.
A 6 of spades.
Yes, yes, yes.
A 3 of hearts.
Yes, yes, yes.
Queen of diamonds. Jack of clubs. 3 of clubs. 5 of diamonds.
I've never seen any
King of clubs.
Can't you revive it? Are you kidding? She's got it. All of it? Sure. Listen.
9 of clubs, ace of hearts, 3 of clubs.
Now what? I don't know. Mrs. Brown's in a lot of trouble.
Well, now what? What do you mean? What happens? I mean, if she's got it, he's going to think that she's sending.
That's not it at all. Martian sensory perception in an Earth woman causes regression.
In what?
After this display of perception, Mrs. Brown is going to start to regress.
Oh,
Backwards! Remember the search for Bridie Murphy?
uh-huh.
You and I are going to have to go and find Mrs. Brown. Now you start.
Can't go, that's how you spell Chicago. Oh, you can.
I've never seen anything like it, you know. This is one of the greatest things that ever happened to me.
You can say that again, Buster. Knock, knock, knock.
Who's there?
Joe sent me.
How do you feel, Mrs. Brown? You having a good time?
Oh, I'm having a marvelous time. I knew I had ESP. Rudy Valley has ESP. The Yacht Club boys have ESP.
The Yacht Club boys? What's that?
Performers in her day.
Yeah, it is the most amazing case of regression I have ever seen. She seemingly grasped on suit to some perception ways all at once. You know, she did a perfect card reading, then apparently it was so strong it kicked her right over into a regressive state.
Oh?
I'm still not through with you.
Me?
Him?
Don't go in the lion's cage tonight. Al Capone, Woodrow Wilson is ferocious as can be.
My original instinct was about you. You may not be a sender as I thought. You may not be a receiver as I am. But Mr. Uncle Martin, you could be a carrier. Carrier.
Did you hear what he said? You are a carrier. Now, what are you going to do?
Make coffee.
Yeah, but how far is she going to regress?
All the way.
All the way?
Back to babyhood.
She what?
I would have done my homework, but all the kids went off to the dance and left me.
It's amazing. Right now, she's already in high school.
Glink oil.
Glink oil.
Glink oil. I need some glink. Did you take my glink oil?
Of course I didn't.
If I put some glink oil in here, it's going to make her feel better. But you took my glink oil.
I did not.
Well, I had the glink oil right here. Somebody took it.
Well, I didn't take it.
Well, all right, I'll make it anyway. As long as I make some strong coffee, it'll snap her out.
Uncle Martin, look, I just got a question in mind here. If she's going to regress all the way back to babyhood, after that, then what?
Ashes to ashes.
Do you mean that she... Well, do something!
Sneeze.
Sneeze?
No, not you. Mrs. Brown. She inhaled my perception. We've got to reverse it. We've got to get her to sneeze it out.
Well, how are you going to do that?
I'll take the red pepper, and you take the black.
This little piggy went to market, and this little piggy stayed home. And this little piggy had roast beef.
Now, little girl, what are you doing now?
Go away. I want to draw a horsey. Go away, Vietnamese.
What's that?
Pepper.
Huh?
Sometimes pepper makes paper easier to draw on. You know, like a crayon on a pencil, and, you know, you just do it, that's all. Excuse me.
Uncle Martin, bad Uncle Martin. No pepper paper. Paper not for pepper, paper for horsey.
There's something strange about it. I can't get rid of the feeling. There's something strange.
Excuse me, please, but if Mrs. Brown is going to line the floor, we should clean it up.
Now, you know, my first impulses are always my right impulses, and whenever I ignore them, I only have to come back to them. Now, mister, tell me, please, where were you born?
In a hospital.
In a...
Excuse me, I hear my coffee.
Dada?
And what are you doing now, little kid?
We've got to make her sneeze.
Isn't it hot in here? Why don't we open the front door?
What are you two talking about?
I've already opened the back door.
Oh, yes. Well, I'll open up the windows. Boy, it should be much colder in here. Really sort of chilly. Boy, it's hot in here.
It isn't hot in here. What are you two up to?
Why, we are up to nothing. Why don't you have some coffee, Mr. Hammerschlag?
Now,
You
look,
take the coffee, sir. That's
I
it.
don't want any coffee. And listen, will you please stop fanning her?
Well, all the windows are open. One draft coming up.
Front door, get the front door.
What are you two up to?
Sneeze, child. Will you please sneeze? That's it now. Shh, shh. That's it. Now sneeze. Sneeze, baby, sneeze.
Will you please stop fanning that child? I mean that woman, and close those doors. You're giving her a chill. This woman is experiencing a total regression. Will you please stop it? I'm very much concerned about both you and the woman. Let's start from the beginning. The beginning? Where's the beginning? The beginning. Yeah. She sniffled that flower.
The what?
The flower.
The flower. The flower. Oh, flower. Oh, rose.
Rose?
Allergy.
Oh. That's right. Mrs. Brown is allergic to her own roses. Uncle Martin, you can't do that.
Tim, I'm going to have to take a chance and reveal myself.
Breezy Point Resort, in the heart of the Brainerd Lakes area, presents four...
Thank you.
Is something wrong, Professor?
Are you all right, Professor?
Oh, yes, I'm all right. Now, it's getting late. I must be going.
Oh, well, you just got here.
I just got in. Goodbye, Tim Kim, goodbye.
Oh, I'll walk you to the car.
Please do, thank you. Yes. Oh, Uncle Martin, I presume. My name is Professor Hammerschlag.
How do you do, Professor Hammerschlag?
What happened?
Mrs. Brown's retrogression was painful, Tim. Ungrowing pains are worse than growing pains. And that big wind going through the junkyard, Professor Hammerschlag's head, that hurts too.
But they just walked out.
Not remembering anything. The actual exposure to me and my Martian powers, well, it's more than they could absorb. It's more than they want to know. It was too painful. You know, sometimes, Tim, I wonder how you Earth people manage.
And pardon is grief, and a false-hearted love.
Too late. I lost 4 bars of the chorus.
Oh, I'm sorry, Uncle Martin. I didn't see you sitting there. I'm afraid I'm a little upset. I just got stood up by my date.
Well, in that case, your irritation is understandable. My sympathies.
Wasn't that folk music you were just listening to?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know you liked folk music.
Oh, well, it's part of my research into your social patterns. And he was rather good. The brothers 4 minus 3.
The brothers 4 minus 3? Why does he call himself that?
You're asking me? These are your Earth people. When it comes to Earth creatures, my field is anthropology, not psychiatry. However, I'll be able to add him to my collection in another recording session.
I don't see any equipment.
Naturally. My skull blocks the view.
In your head?
Yes?
You have a recording machine?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No. The process is all mental. My brain contains silicon wafers. They absorb auditory impulses and store them up for future playback.
Sure. Just like the memory bank of an electronic computer. I don't believe it.
Yeah. My library of Earth music is rather complete. I've been recording it for a couple of 100 years.
You can play back anytime you want to?
Mm-hmm.
We will rally from the hillside together from the plain, shouting the battle cry of freedom.
But that's just an old Civil War song.
Exactly. And that's the man who first sang it, General Ulysses S. Grant.
If you're now...
Tim, your looks had nothing to do with your being stood up. If she's a worthwhile girl, she probably had a better reason.
Worthwhile? Della's dignified, and yet she's vivacious. Well, yeah, she's intellectual, but she's hip. And cool? Is she cool? And yet she still has that little schoolgirl kind of charm.
Naturally. She has a split personality like you. Why not try her again?
Well, pride, I guess.
Nonsense. I'm sure that if you went down to her coffee house...
How'd you know she had a coffee house?
A little bird told.
Bird?
Bird. The one that makes its nest in your mind.
Well, I suppose you're right. I guess I should give her another chance, but... Hey, Uncle Martin, I've got a great idea. Why don't you go down with me? And that way she'll think I'm bringing you along just to listen to the entertainment.
Well, if you think that I could be of some help, and who knows, I may add some new fragment of vulgar earth noise to my collection.
Vulgar earth noise?
Well, what else can you call it? Music?
Why do you always pick on Earth? I mean, I don't pick on Mars.
Well, how can you? You know nothing about us. Well, perhaps I am being too disparaging of your rather primitive melodies. But that's because I prefer Martian music.
I have never heard a Martian song.
Then you're in for a treat.
Oh?
Wasn't that beautiful? You Earthlings, you simply do not appreciate culture.
No, I'm glad you sang your song.
Really?
Yes, now I know something about Mars that I can criticize.
And there I took her life. I met her on
Tim!
the mountain.
Oh, Tim, I'm so sorry I stood you up, but honestly, it's just been panic time all day.
Well, think nothing of it. Actually, I brought my Uncle Martin down here to hear the music. Yeah. Oh, Della Darwell, this is my Uncle Martin.
Hi.
How do you do?
Now, look, Tim, please try to understand it. You see, they shut off my gas and electricity, so I had to call them up and talk them into turning it on. And then the next thing, I've been arguing all day with my restaurant supply about stopping deliveries, and now the landlord's hounding me for the rent.
Gee, I'm really sorry to hear that, Della.
Well, with this kind of success, why even bother to stay open?
Well, I'm hoping that eventually I can make enough of a go of it to kind of keep me in school.
School?
The UCLA. I'm going for my master's degree. But if I don't do any better than I'm doing now, I'll never make it.
Oh, miss? Could we have a couple of cappuccinos and 2 hero sandwiches? Oh, you see what happens? As soon as we come in, business picks up.
Well, just keep on eating. I need the money. See you later.
I met her on the mountain and stabbed her with my knife.
Pretty mediocre. Not even worth recording. Tim, what is this?
It's cappuccino. Why?
Cappuccino, what's that?
Well, it's an Italian coffee. It's espresso with a little bit of cinnamon.
Tim, how could you? It distorts my metabolism. My silicon wafers lose their electrical charge.
Oh, love, oh, love, oh, love, oh, love. I didn't know. What's happening?
My recorder playback. I can't control it.
Oh, love, oh, love, oh, love, my careless love. Oh, love, my careless love. Oh, love, my careless, careless love. Look and see what careless love has done.
Tim, your uncle, he's just wonderful. Look at all the people.
Yeah.
Why did he leave?
Huh? Oh, well, he's very shy.
Shy?
Uh-huh.
Oh, but, you know, if I only had him here, then all my troubles would be over. Tim, do you think that maybe you could get him to come back tomorrow night?
Here?
Yes.
Oh, you mean to sing?
Well, of course. I mean, he's the greatest new sound in folk music.
Oh, well, I don't
Oh,
think I
Tim,
could, no.
please.
Well, I don't,
Please, Tim.
I don't really think I
Please, Tim.
Oh, could. Well, I suppose I could try to use my headphones.
Oh, good morning, Tim.
Good morning.
Sorry I wasn't awake last night when you got in, but I had to sleep off that small dose of cinnamon.
I'm really sorry about that, Uncle Martin.
Well, it's not your fault. You couldn't know.
Boy, I must say that you were really great last night, though. I mean, really great.
Naturally. My playback gives it a richer tone. My recorder has extremely high fidelity, higher than any equipment known on Earth.
Say, I don't suppose that you'd consider, well, working a couple of nights, would you?
Tim, I'm surprised at you. You know the risk being exposed as a Martian. With the mentality of your people, either they'd start jumping off buildings in panic, or they'd put me on exhibit in a circus sideshow.
Well, it's just a little neighborhood joint. I mean, it's dark in there, and nobody's gonna notice you. And besides...
I know. She needs the business to stay in school. A laudable ambition, but not my responsibility.
Well, you got some responsibility. To me.
True, but you're merely using me to ingratiate yourself with her. And for what purpose? Her gratitude would be merely an ego satisfaction for you.
Well, it's my ego. I mean, who has a better right to give it satisfaction? And besides, well, Adela's not just any girl. Well, she's well, I feel differently about her.
I appreciate your sincere feelings about the young lady, Tim. However, my desire to avoid the limelight should be completely understandable.
Well, that's gratitude for you. I mean, when you had no place to go, who took you in?
And whenever you got into difficulty, who helped you out?
Well, that's the trouble with our friendship. It's in and out.
Well, perhaps I have been unnecessarily cautious. Very well, Tim. I'll sing at Della's if you want.
You will? Oh, gee, that's great. Thanks, Uncle Martin. I mean, if you don't mind, if you're sure you don't mind doing it.
No, I want to, for the sake of friendship.
Oh, well, that's great. Thanks again. But, well, Uncle Martin, I would want to take advantage of our friendship.
I insist.
But I insist you don't, if you'd rather you didn't.
Tim, it's my decision. I'll show you what a friend I am.
Well, no, I won't let you do it. I'm just as good a friend as you are.
Don't order me around, friend.
Don't tell me what to do, friend. Maybe we kids better grow up, or we'll kick the slats out of our playpen.
And I don't care, my master's gone away. They laid him under a simmon tree. His epitaph is there to see. Beneath this stone I'm forced to lie, a victim of the blue-tailed fly. Jimmy crack corn and I don't care. Jimmy crack corn and I don't care. Jimmy crack corn and I don't care. My master's gone away.
What was that?
Oh, hello, Tim.
What was that?
A thunderous applause I received last night. I recorded it. It's such bliss to hear it again.
Well, what about all these posters?
I was hoping you'd like them. They liven up the place, don't they?
Professional photographs?
I ordered 1,000 to begin with. My public is begging for autographed pictures.
No. Look, Uncle Martin, would you please just stop that for 1 second? I'd like to talk to you.
Go right ahead, Tim. We Martians are quite capable of doing more than one thing at a time.
Uncle Martin, you've got a problem.
I know. I'm not getting enough publicity. How about quitting your job on the newspaper and taking over as my press agent?
Will you just listen?
You could start a fan club. Write up some good reviews of my act. Promote a record album for me. Uncle Martin sings Beethoven. Country music style.
What happened to you?
The inevitable. I'm a star.
Tim, you haven't said 2 words all evening.
Oh, I'm sorry, Della. I got something on my mind.
Well, maybe this will cheer you up. Your uncle's giving a special concert.
A special concert?
Yes, tomorrow night. I've gone all out. I've got all these big ads, and I've had the place all redone. I've sunk every dime I have into it.
Yeah, well, I'll see you, hon.
Well, what's your rush? The concert is until tomorrow night.
Yeah, well, I have something special that I have to do. You see, I have to make Uncle Martin's breakfast.
Oh, you prepare his breakfast the night before?
Well, this is a very special kind of breakfast. Hi, Miss Brown. Hey, you know the old expression, the way to a man's heart is through his stomach?
Yes, I know it, but the advice is useless. It never told me how to open his mouth.
Well, I know how, with Uncle Martin.
You do?
I just discovered his favorite food. Why, it'll speed you to his heart like you were on a freeway.
Oh, move over. I want to get in the fast lanes.
Well, it's a special recipe. Toasted Italian garlic bread with lots of cinnamon.
You traitor! Now my recorder is completely jammed.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, yes, you do. I can see it in your mind. That toast was loaded with cinnamon. The garlic concealed it.
No, just 1 second. You ought to be proud of yourself. Some of your superior intellect rubbed off on me.
Proud? Mm-hmm. This is the worst treachery since Socrates drank that hemlock highball.
All I was trying to do is protect you from yourself.
From myself?
That's right. And now your ego's not only threatened your safety, it's going to bankrupt an innocent girl.
What are you talking about?
Della went into hot for advertising, extra help, decorations, and now all the advance ticket money's going to have to be returned.
And you're blaming me for that?
Who else? You were the one who had to be saved, even at her expense.
You mean that lovely young lady is being sacrificed to protect me?
Yep.
Tim, I'm terribly ashamed. Forgive me for acting like such an idiotic, pardon the expression, earthling.
Well, I guess I'm sort of responsible, too. After all, I was the one that talked you into all this in the first place.
Thank you, Tim, for trying to relieve me of some of my guilt. We must find a way to right this terrible wrong.
How badly is your recorder damaged?
My silicon wafers get their energy from internal secretions of adrenaline. I need a massive dose of natural adrenaline to recharge.
Well, if a Martian's adrenaline glands get stimulated the same way as a human's by emotional disturbance, all I have to do is, get you excited or angry.
I'm afraid it's not that simple, Tim. We Martians are not as easily disturbed as humans. At least, not by things that happen on Earth.
There must be something else you can do.
There's one other way. Subject me to an enormous shock wave from a light beam of cold heat.
A light beam of cold heat? I never heard of such a thing.
The method of producing it exists only on Mars. Wait, you've got it here, too. You call it the laser.
You mean that beam of light that bounced off the moon and back in 2.5 seconds?
That's the one. Concentrated light. A pencil-thin beam over vast distances. Your scientists finally figured out how to do it.
Yeah, it's been in the papers. They also call it the death ray.
Yes, it can make anything in its path vanish. But it has other uses. Delicate surgery, radar, long-distance communication. It depends on the concentration.
Well, where do we get such a gadget?
I'll make it. It's simple. Laser comes from the initial letters of the words light amplifications by stimulated emission of radiation.
That's simple?
I just need a ruby rod about 4 inches long. Any jewelry supply house stocks it. Polish the ends to act like internal mirrors, wrap a coiled bulb around it, and mount it in a slide projector, and away we go.
Now, aim it at my head and switch it on. Well, how does it work?
The flash from the coil stimulates red rays from the ruby. The red rays bounce back and forth inside. A chain reaction builds up. In a few seconds, the laser beam bursts out. Tim, answer the phone.
Oh! Hello, Miss Brown. Miss Brown.
No.
I'm sorry, Mr. Brown, he's busy. What happened?
It's set too high. There's no time to adjust it. Continue.
But won't the beam do the same thing to your head?
No. I set up brainwave frequencies to neutralize the destructive element. But you be careful.
Yeah.
Martian, may I go with you to the club tonight?
Yes, I'll see you later, Mrs. Brown. Hurry up, Tim, hurry up. Della will be here soon to pick me up.
Well, the beam hit your head.
It didn't stay on long enough. I need a bigger jolt.
Oh, Martin, I want your okay on this dress I'm wearing tonight.
You'll be right down, Mrs. Brown.
Tim, look out.
Boy, that was close.
Tim.
Well, I'm sorry, Uncle Martin. It's just making me a nervous wreck.
Well, then sit down.
Yeah, okay. Where?
Oh, don't worry about the furniture. It was cheap. We can replace it easily.
Uncle Martin, I just dropped by to give you a lift.
Della, wait in the car, please. I can't go with her now.
Well, it's too late. You can't stall her like you did Mrs. Brown. She'll get suspicious. Look, maybe you'll think of something on the way.
Well, that's exactly what Marie Antoinette said on the way to the guillotine.
5 minutes ago. I guess we're licked.
Yeah. Aren't those my socks you're wearing?
Oh, yeah, why?
You're always borrowing my things. My shirts, my ties, my sweaters. I've told you 1,000 times not to go through my dresser.
Well, don't get sore about it.
This is the last straw. I'm getting sick and tired of your flagrant disregard of my personal property.
Hey, come on, Uncle Martin. Take it easy.
Take it easy? Those are hand-knit socks. You're always wearing holes in them. You've got an insufferable nerve.
Your face is getting red.
The gospel train is coming. I can hear it round the bend. I hear the car wheels moving and rumbling through the land. Get on board. Little children, get on board. Little children, there's room for many more. I hear the bell and whistle coming around the curve. She's blowing all her steam out and straining every nerve. Get on board. Little children, get on board. Little children, get on board. Little children, there's room for many more. To signal for another train to...
You're losing control!
You're forever lost if once you're left behind.
You're getting too loud!
Little children, get on board. Little children, get on board. Little children, there's room for many more. She's coming to the station. station. Oh, sinner, don't be vain. Now come and get your ticket and be ready for the train. Get on board. Children, get on board. Little children, get on board. Little children, there's room for many more. Rich and poor are there. No second class on board this train. No difference in the fare. Get on board.
Well, I just drove Della back for the insurance adjuster. They're going to pay off her insurance bottles. Looks like she'll be able to get the place all fixed up and probably have a few bucks left over.
Well, I'm delighted. I'm also through recording folk music. From now on, I'll just continue recording political speeches.
Political speeches?
That disturbs you?
Well, suppose something went wrong with your recorder. You'd be the first Martian in the White House.
An interesting thought.
Fellow Americans, if I am elected to office,
sight. You know, the weatherman's been wrong many times about rain, but he's never been wrong about these dry spells.
Oh, how long? How much longer?
He can't even pick a date. That's how long.
Well, what are the poor florists going to do, and the farmers? You know, this is the longest we've been without rain for as long as I can remember.
Yeah, and that's a long, long time.
I beg your pardon.
Oh, no, that's not what I meant, Mrs. Brown. What I meant was...
Hi. Mad dogs and Englishmen, huh?
I beg your pardon, sir.
What are you two doing out in the noonday sun? Haven't you heard about our heat wave?
Well, that's what we were just talking about. Oh, what are we going to do about my poor little flowers, Martin? No matter how much water you use, the sun draws it up. A few more days and we'll be a disaster area. A few more days won't matter to my beauty. She won't be with us.
You know, it's really too bad about that. I mean, that's her prize-winning rose. It took first place in the last 3 garden shows in a row.
Please, Tim, please, do not prevail upon my sympathies. It's not fair.
Well, I just thought maybe you could do something, just a little something. Poor little rose. Just a little... Hey, that's right. I forgot. I just didn't realize. You could do something about all this.
Of course I can. Point my levitating finger, make all the flowers strong and healthy.
Yeah.
No, Tim, I can't do that. Partiality is a weakness of strength.
A weakness of strength?
Yes, a weakness of strength. Now, that's actually a Martian saying, but I guess it lost something in the translation.
A weakness of strength. A weakness of strength.
Mrs. Brown, hello. I could have said it's a nice day, but how? How can you say it's a nice day when the flowers don't live?
Oh, that's sweet, Mr. Baldetti. Have you lost many?
No, but even if one flower dies, it's a tragic. At my age, when you raise the flowers, they become very personal to you.
Well, maybe it'll stop soon. It just can't keep up forever. Now look at the sunny side.
Then I got no choice.
Well, that's not what I meant. I mean, I'm sure it's going to rain. Cloudy days are coming soon. Now, you just do as I say, and you see if I'm not right.
How do you say?
Believe. Positive thinking. Keep in your mind that strong thought. It works both ways, you know. Every silver lining also has its cloud.
Mrs. Brown, I got a better idea.
You have?
Feet.
Feet?
Stamp. Dance. Stamp dance.
Oh.
In the old country, I was a grape stamper. It may sound silly, but what I'm doing now, I made it rain. With the help of the factory across the river.
The factory?
Across the river.
Not a cloud in the sky. Great day for spaceship skipping.
Space.
What? Take out my spaceship. Scale across your sky like a flat rock across a brook. Take people's minds off the weather. Let them report a strange sighting.
Would you like to see a strange sighting?
Huh?
Out right here in your own backyard. I think it's Mr. Baldetti, the man who lives behind Mrs. Brown's house. I don't know what he's doing. I'm sure that's not the way to stamp out crabgrass.
I got all that equipment in my garage. My son, he don't like for me to use it. That's why I keep it locked, hidden in my garage. Believe me, I can make it rain like I did in the old country.
No?
Huh. That Mr. Baldetti.
Yeah?
He's a rainmaker.
He's a what?
A rainmaker. He says he's going to make rain.
He can't do that.
Of course he can't.
Well, then what are you so worried about?
Because he can make a lot of trouble. I've seen those amateurs before. I had miserable experiences with them years ago when I was riding in the desert with Lawrence of Arabia. They come up with powders and explosives that are irritants to, sensitive Martians.
Well, all he's doing is dancing.
Let's hope he keeps it that way. What's he doing now? Go see.
Well, come on, let's take a look.
All right, I'll go with you.
Well, they're gone.
He went for his equipment. I know it. I have the feeling.
Uncle Martin, are you in trouble?
It depends how far he goes.
Hello. You're Tim.
Yes.
You're the young man who rented with his uncle from Mrs. Brown.
Yeah, that's right. And you're Mr. Baldetti?
Baldetti.
Baldetti, yeah.
You work in a newspaper.
That's right.
Daily Sun?
Yeah.
You're gonna put this in a newspaper.
Well, what is it?
Just what it looks like.
It is?
You've never seen one before?
Yeah, no.
There she is.
Boy, sure is a nice one.
Ah, which is a marvelous observation, considering you have never seen one before.
What is it?
It's a rainmaker.
That's what it is.
I had one in the old country. I left it to my cousins.
Huh? To make rain?
To make a living. Rain making is a big occupation in the mountains where I come from.
Oh.
Now I've got to try it. All the flowers are dying. And if it embarrasses my son, if his father embarrass him, that's too bad.
Now for the weather. Well, it's a day of continued high temperature and cloudless skies. Farmers in the southeastern section are confident their crops will hold in spite.
What's that thing with all the holes in it?
This thing makes it a spread.
Spread.
This thing in here makes it a concentrate.
Concentrate.
Martin, stay calm. Read your book. Don't interfere. Ignore it. It will go away.
Know what happened?
No.
He went a poof too soon. Oh, sorry. You shouldn't have had your face so close.
What's in that?
A carbon. collected from the exhaust of the automobiles around here. It has smog in it. Rain or clouds react to smog.
Why, did it explode?
I show you. Mix it with a gunpowder, and when she get hot, the smoke will come in here. Go around in here, and it comes out of there. You know something?
What?
I don't need that spreader.
You know something?
What?
Neither do I.
What is it? What was that explosion?
Yeah.
What in the world is that?
It's a rain-making machine.
Oh, when is it going to rain? Is it really going to rain?
I haven't done anything yet. You see, the powder exploded accidentally. Come here, I'll show you. The smoke, it come up here, go through here, go through here.
And it came out here.
Be careful. Be careful. That's the way he got it, putting his face too close.
Oh, well, I didn't know you exploded things. I thought you just danced.
I do dance, but the machine is a very important part. Now, in the old country, I dance on the grapes, huh? And when the factory across the river exploded at the same time, that's it. Combination I've been working on for a long time.
A cloud. A cloud!
Where did that come from?
It come from me. I shot off with the powder, I did my dance, and it'll work. It's working!
Oh, now, Mr. Baldetti.
The cloud, she's a-going that way. Stand back. Stand back, everybody!
Cumulonimbus. That's a fat baby. Loaded. I could, No, but I wouldn't. I wouldn't because I don't know how to put it back together again. Old Mom Nature knows what she's doing. And the radio reports say the farmers are holding their own. Patience. Be cool, Martin. Don't get involved. Uh-oh. Oh, I knew it. I knew it. He's making it rain. In me. Will you stop that dancing down there?
He's trying to make it rain. He's a rainmaker.
He is not. He's a smog maker. And he's making it smog up here in our apartment.
Pop, will you stop that? You promised me you wouldn't use this machine.
He's trying to make it rain.
Pop!
That's right, son. You tell him. He's making a nuisance. He's shooting smog up into my apartment. Sir, I'm afraid I'm going to have to insist that you cease firing upon me and this property.
Pop, please, come on, let's go home.
You put your hands on your papa when he's a dancing. Show some respect.
Please, it's embarrassing. Come on, Pa. Uncle Martin, you're crying.
He's making it rain in me. The smog is an irritant to my eye ducts.
Come on, Pa. Look, you remember the last time? In the old neighborhood, you ruined the shingles on everyone's roof.
Shingles? He's going to ruin my shingles?
Don't touch my machine. Have some respect.
Pa, please.
I'm going to have to stop him.
Come on, Pa. Well, not in front of everybody. Pop, what did you do?
Oh, rain! Rain! He made it rain! Isn't that wonderful?
I did it! I did it! Your papa did it!
Pa, look what you did! You did it again!
It's wonderful!
What happened? Did he make it,
Don't be silly. You made me point my levitating finger at that cloud up there and burst it.
You mean you made it rain?
Stop looking so happy. I don't know how to stop it. That's why I didn't want to do it in the first place.
No, wait, you mean you can't stop it?
Then we're in a lot of trouble. Get 2 ducks, 2 chickens, 2 dogs, 2 cats, and a large ark. Welcome to
7 days and 7 nights. I mean, enough is enough.
I agree.
Well, you started it. I think you ought to be able to stop it, no matter what you say.
I agree. And it seems highly obvious to me. I'm working on it.
Unless, of course, you didn't start it. I mean, unless the old man. Unless Mr. Baldetti.
Silly. I did it, Tim, accidentally. And I have no way of undoing the damage until I work out all the problems.
Could we come in?
Sure.
Well, what's all of that?
Oh, it's, clouds. Clouds. All kinds of clouds, Mr. Baldetti. The extensive downpour we've been having has fascinated me, and I'm trying to determine exactly what type of rain clouds are upon us.
We're making a puddle.
Not sure we're making a puddle. We're all wet. You know, I didn't cause the rain.
Yes, that's true. We got rid of it. The machine.
Like a bigger hole in the sky. Now, if I had caused it to rain, I would have gladly poked my finger in it like the little Italian boy and hold it back to rain.
It wasn't an Italian boy, Pa. It was a Dutch boy. He poked his finger in a dike.
It was an Italian boy. An Italian boy plumber.
Plumber? Would you like some hot coffee? My nephew and I would like to make you some, wouldn't we, Tim?
We would?
Yes, we would. Come on.
Oh, of course we would. Scusa.
Parla italiano.
What is it? He gave me an idea. Now, quick, you heat up the coffee. You keep him busy. I'm going to sneak downstairs to my spaceship.
Why?
Well, I just realized how to stop the rain. I set my spaceship off in a big spin around the back of the clouds. Now, go ahead. You go with the coffee. Heat it up.
Yeah, well, what are you doing? I don't understand.
I'm going to shut off the rain like a faucet. From the pipe leading to the water. Wrench, and I close it off.
Your spaceship?
Baldetti said, putting his finger in the cloud. That's what I did. I poked a hole in the cloud with my levitating finger. And the way I can shut it off is by closing the leak from the back, like a plumber. A Martian plumber.
Yeah. Is the coffee ready?
Almost.
Where's your uncle?
We went there. Oh, yeah, but he had to go. He went out the back. He had to go downstairs. He had to find something in the garage.
In the garage?
Yeah.
Excuse me. I got something to do.
He hid it in here. He didn't get rid of it. He hid it in here. And he never noticed my spaceship. He never lifted the top and looked. I wish I could walk between the raindrops when I'm visible, like I do when I'm invisible.
Pop, where you going? Pop, what are you doing?
All right, don't touch it. So I broke your lock. Sue me.
I thought you said you got rid of it.
I didn't say rid. I said hid it. I hide it. The rain is none of my fault. Now get out of my way and take my machine home.
Pop, you should be out the rain. And let go of the machine.
Go for the police. Don't know why they blow a paper.
What? Where are you?
Never mind. Are they looking?
No.
Will you have a summary? It's a my machine. Show some respect. But it stopped.
and the rains went.
It stopped. The rain stopped.
What happened?
It stopped.
Was it my machine?
Oh, Pa.
Maybe when we fight over the machine, it go off in a special way.
Oh, look how happy my flowers look.
Well, all's well that ends well. The rains came, the rains went, and I have a hunch it was just good old Mother Nature finally remembering her flowers and her plants.
Yes, yes, they are radiant. And the shingles on my roof are none the worse for the rain. Oh, look at that rainbow. Somewhere over that rainbow.
He's right here. He's right here, Mrs. Brown. Where if a man want to make rain, he can make it rain. If he can't make it rain, he's allowed to try. Come help your papa home with his machine.
Well, it certainly is nice to see the sun. Oh, now that the sun's out, I can put my washout on the line to dry. Excuse me.
Wash? In all this rain, she washed?
That is a lovely rainbow.
Yes, it is.
Except it's not a rainbow. That's my spaceship tracking across the sky.
It's what?
Oh, I can get it down. But for right now, it's fun. Because somewhere over that rainbow is my home. And at least for a little while, until she runs out of blink oil, for those who miss me, and if they're looking down, I have a marker in the sky.
Now what?
Now what?
What? Rain, that's what, out there, tons of it. I beg your pardon?
Cats and dogs. Isn't that the way you people describe a huge rainfall? Raining that way? It's raining cats and dogs. It's an expression of yours that I find fascinating.
Will you stop being so funny? It's raining!
So?
Well, just maybe it's got something to do with,
Oh, you think Mr. Baldetti and his mad machine are on the loose again?
Or you?
Don't be silly, Tim. My spaceship is safely back in the garage. Mr. Baldetti is safely home with his son. And Mrs. Brown is joyfully washing more clothes. All's right with the world, and Mother Nature is simply bringing us normal rain. Oh, I'm saving these. They make interesting cloud studies for,
Where are you going?
I'm not going anywhere.
Huh? Oh, I know. You're grounding yourself. I mean, in case there's lightning during the storm.
Very good, Tim. That's right. How did you figure it?
Well, living with a Martian, you know, you learn. I mean, like before, when you went woof woof and meow meow and you started to explain, well, I began to realize that when on Mars, when it's raining cats and dogs?
Well, yes, it does. In certain...
No, don't tell me. I don't want to know. There are some things I just don't want to know.
No. Rain, go away. Come back again some other day.
Uncle Martin, you're still on? It's 2 o'clock.
Tim, the creative mind doesn't punch a time clock. Do you suppose Shakespeare put down his quill when the noon whistle blew?
What is that, a submarine for midgets?
Why must you Earth people try to conceal your lack of knowledge with feeble attempts at levity? You are looking at the first model of the inframolecular electronic duplicator.
A duplicating machine?
Mm-hmm.
They make those things by the dozens.
Except that mine will produce solid replicas, identical in every respect to the original.
That will manufacture solid objects out of thin air? Mm-hmm. Oh, now, come on. I mean, I've been kidded by experts, but that can't be done.
Why can't it be done?
Well, because it can't. Have fun with your toy. You'll be laughing at this first thing in the morning. That can't be done.
Tim, you're absolutely right. It can't be done. I'd better stop. This place is beginning to look like we're setting up for a 2-for-1 sale.
Yeah. That's uncanny. Well, I can't tell from the real thing.
Well, they're both real. Anything the lens can see, the machine can copy.
Well, then what are we waiting for? I saw a beautiful colonial mansion in Beverly Hills. It has tennis courts and a swimming pool.
Yeah.
And, oh, no, wait. There is this magnificent seagoing yacht down at Balboa. The solid teak paneling. What happened? It's gone. It vanished.
That's what I was trying to tell you, Tim. The lifespan of the duplicates is rather limited.
Oh. Well, then those beeping noises, that sort of lets you know that the objects are fading away. You sure built me up for a big letdown. There goes my mansion. My yacht. Uncle Martin. I think I'm gonna cry. Come on in.
Yoo-hoo! I just wanted to try out my new hairdo on you. I did it myself. Do you like it?
Mrs. Brown, no landlady has a right to look so beautiful. As a matter of fact, I must say, I am tempted to raise my own rent. However, I'm sure you didn't climb up 10 stairs just to get my opinion. I think I'll get an expert.
Why didn't you prepare me for this vision? Where are my dark glasses?
Oh, Martin, I'm so glad you like my new hairdo. Oh, I hope it looks Polynesian. Detective Brennan is taking me to the Tonga Tiki room, and I don't want it to clash with the decor.
Oh? Detective Brennan is taking you out?
Yes. Oh, he's so thoughtful. He sent me these beautiful orchids. Aren't they lovely?
Yes, indeed. Although just a wee mite anemic looking. But don't worry, I'm sure they'll last out the evening, if you water them regularly.
Now, Martin, I wish you could learn to like Bill. Just a little.
Believe me, Lauralee, I do like him. Just a little.
As little as possible.
It is so bad in here. Do you mind if I use your bedroom mirror?
Oh, please do.
You know something? She is really a great gal.
Yes, indeed. She's the only one of her kind.
Why, thank you, Martin.
I forgot to turn it off.
Tim, how could you do that?
Well, it's easy if you haven't got a brain. You tell me that that is an exact duplicate of the other one?
Identical in every respect, but a lot less permanent. We've got to get rid of her before the real one comes back.
Oh, the light's so bad in here. Do you mind if I use your bedroom mirror?
No, Mrs. Brown, you don't want to use that mirror in there because it's distorted from the smog. Oh, but Tim has a much better mirror in his automobile.
Yes, it's a marvelous new mirror. It has highlights, lowlights, key lights, floodlights, all kinds of lights.
Come to think of it, there's a much better mirror right there in the kitchen. You go right there in the kitchen.
Have you flipped your antennas?
The cop's coming.
Sorry to barge in like this, but Laura Lee isn't downstairs, and I thought you might be up here.
She is. She is. Very much so.
Well, you told me you're a would-be inventor. I suppose this is one of your kooky creations. What is it? A carrying case for hamsters?
Detective Brennan, why don't you stick to putting chalk marks on tires of parked cars?
Temper, temper. Oh, by the way, if you're thinking of inventing the telephone, don't bother. Alexander Graham Bell beat you to it.
Aloha.
Ah, Laura Lee, aren't you lovely? Oh, we better hurry. We have a reservation.
Bye, Martin. Or, as we Polynesians say, aloha. Oh, dear, I forgot my hanky. Tim.
Shh. We gotta whisper.
Whisper?
Yeah, we don't want to steam up the mirror.
This is your idea of a mirror?
Oh, yeah, it's a lot better than a glass one. I'll tell you why. You see, if you drop it, no 7 years bad luck. And if you want to polish it, all you gotta use is steel wool.
You're acting absolutely giddy. Aloha. Here I am, Bill. How do I look?
Lovely. Get your hanky?
My hanky? Oh, yes. Bye, Martin. Bye, Tim. Or as we Polynesians say, aloha.
Uncle Martin, you just let him waltz out of here with a duplicate. Why didn't you stop him?
What do you expect me to say? Sorry, old man, you're making a mistake. If you'll wait a minute, I'll get you the original.
Yeah.
I'm ready, Bill. Where is he?
Where is he? Detective Brennan was brokenhearted, Laura Lee, but he had an emergency call from headquarters, and he had to get down there right this very minute.
Yes, something about a crime wave.
I suppose duty comes first. Well, I do wish those criminals would be more considerate. Right at dinner time.
Sinus trouble? What are you doing?
I was computing the second Mrs. Brown's life expectancy. I'm afraid she isn't a very good insurance risk, Tim. She's due to disappear in exactly 57 minutes and 12 seconds.
Holy smoke, that means she could conk out somewhere between the pineapple spare ribs and the egg foo young. Oh, I'd love to see the look on Brendan's face when Mrs. Brown tells me she was home waiting for him all evening long.
He is a detective, Tim, and I'm more concerned with the look on my face when he starts asking embarrassing questions. Questions that might lead him to finding out I'm a Martian.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's all my fault, Uncle Martin. I guess you think I'm a blithering idiot.
Tim, everyone is entitled to a mistake. There's only one thing to do. We've got to substitute the real Laura Lee for the phony one.
Well, that's just what I was going to say.
I know. I'll drive your car down to the Tongatiki room to survey the battlefield. You think you can get Laura Lee there without rousing her suspicions?
Don't worry. I'll come through this time.
Something to drink, please?
What's the house special?
A surfboard.
Laura Lee, would you care for a surfboard?
Surfboard? Well, I don't know. I don't swim very well.
We'll take two.
Tim, are you sure that Bill said to wait for him here?
Yes. As a matter of fact, he called right after you went downstairs. Mrs. Brown, why don't you sit down and just don't move from that spot because I know you would want to miss him. I'll be back before you can say, mahi-mahi. Private O'Hara reporting, sir. What's the strategy, General?
I've got it worked out to the split second. A, in exactly 30 seconds, the surplus Mrs. Brown will go right in there to wash her hands. Now, B, the moment she's safely inside, you steer Laura Lee over to Brennan's table. All right, synchronize watches.
I have one little question for you. What makes you think that Mrs. Surplus is going to go in there and wash her hands, huh?
Tim, that's why you're the private, and I'm the general.
Aloha.
Aloha to you, my little jungle flower.
Would you like to take Native Doll with you?
That all depends on what time Native Doll gets off work.
This is a surfboard.
Good.
Delicious.
Oh, my goodness. These shells may be exotic, but they're certainly not practical. Excuse me. Oh, Tim, I think I should phone Bill.
Yeah, well, you go right ahead. Oh, well, look at that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, it was just an accident. Oh, excuse me. Oh, Tim.
Oh, right there. Look, keep this warm, will you, until I get back to Mandalay? Isn't that ridiculous? Why, Detective Brendan must have been in the dining room the whole time.
Well, of course, we're having dinner here.
Yes, well, you don't want to admit. You don't want to keep him waiting.
Bill, you'll never guess who's here. Tim O'Hara. And he's acting so peculiarly. You wouldn't believe it.
Oh, yes, I would. But living with that uncle of his, I don't wonder.
Now, Bill, that's a thing to say. My Martin's a very intelligent...
Orally, I'm afraid that drink was too strong for you.
Oh, nonsense. I never felt in my entire...
What time did you say you got off work?
I didn't.
Excuse me.
Of course.
Good work. Now to get the duplicate out of here. On some pretext. Drive her around for about 12 minutes and our troubles are over.
Martin! What are you doing here?
Now, don't get excited, Mrs. Brown. There's a fireman at your house.
A fire? Oh, my goodness, I better get home right away.
Of course. Kim. Oh, Lauralee, would you excuse us a minute, please?
What did you stop for? Didn't you hear a beep? She started to disintegrate.
An excellent analysis, except for one thing. The beeps aren't coming from her. They're coming from her.
Oh, that's impossible. I never took my eye off that door for 1 second.
Native Doll through work at midnight, sweetie pie.
Not for 1 second.
Oh, well, maybe just one tiny...
Martin, Tim, the fire.
Fire? Oh, Lauralee, I'm afraid I said there was a fireman at your house selling tickets to the annual ball.
Yeah, he'll be back tomorrow.
Lauralee, did you see Kanoki Pokey, the Samoan rain god? They say he's guaranteed to produce showers if one concentrates on him long enough.
Oh, that's silly. However, my petunias have been drooping lately.
Then concentrate. What's up? I don't know why I didn't think of this sooner. The duplicator. By reversing the mechanism, I can pick the exact time of our other Mrs. Brown's disappearance.
Do you mean eraser? Rubber out?
Don't make it sound like I'm public enemy number 1. You just keep the real Lauralee busy.
Well, where'll you be?
Oh, as soon as I get my duplicator, I'll be back behind that divider.
I can keep Laura Lee out there. I'm running out of excuses.
Now, to put the machine into reverse so that it will erase the subject. And in exactly 1 minute, she'll be gone but not forgotten.
Bon voyage.
Here, steady the machine. Perfect. Quick, get Brennan on the phone and keep him there until she's obliterated. Right.
Laura Lee, are you all right? You look so pale.
Oh, it must be the lights. I always look under lights.
Mr. Brennan,
That's right.
you're wanted on telephone. Sounds very important.
Oh, well, thank you. Excuse me.
Is your drink all right, madam?
Oh, yes, thank you. It's perfectly...
Hello.
Are you there?
Yes?
Constable Brennan?
Detective Brennan.
Quite, yes. Well, sir, you see, I'm calling from Fox Studios in London, England, and we have decided, sir, to shoot motion picture for life.
The studio wants to make a picture about me?
Quite. You see, it's a hard-hitting documentary about a Yankee lawman. Now, you were chosen, sir, because... Would you mind holding on the line for 1 second, sir? You can speak to our producer.
What happened? Somebody changed the switch from erase to duplicate.
Oh, who?
Guess who?
Well, yeah, well, it must have happened, I guess, when I have to try to study it. But how come it duplicated him but not her?
Because it cannot duplicate a duplicate.
But, Bill, well, if I hadn't seen you, well, I'd still be waiting.
Laura Lee, I think you got a bad coconut. I told you the two of them would to your...
Can you hear what they're saying?
Enough to know that he's beeping and she isn't.
No. You mean the real Mrs. Brown and the phony Brennan?
And from the decibel count of his beep, I'd say he's going to vanish at about the same time as the ersatz Laura Lee.
Hello, are you there? Is anybody there?
I bought this one. Do you like it?
Beautiful. Oh, let's go, Laura Lee. The show's starting. I hope that moron who called me got his money's worth.
Oh, great. Now Brennan and Mrs. Brown are going to see themselves disappear.
Sit there, do something, anything.
We've still got 30 seconds to go.
No!
Wasn't that spectacular?
It certainly was.
Well, here's your lay.
Oh, thank you. Well, it's nice of you to buy it for me.
Oh, no. Not again.
Tim?
Yeah.
I was working on something here. Do you know where it's gone?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I do. It's in the ash can. Smashed to smithereens.
What?
Well, Uncle Martin, come on. Didn't you have enough trouble with that last duplicator? Well, if you can't take care of yourself, your favorite nephew's going to do it for you.
Tim?
Yes.
Do you know what you just did?
No.
You smashed the entire works of our television set.
Oh, come on, Uncle Martin, you're pulling my leg.
Mm-hmm.
I had 10 payments left on that. I think I'm going to cry.